Imagine your child is struggling in ways you can't quite put your finger on. They may seem overwhelmed, anxious, or just not quite like other kids, but it's not always obvious why. Did you know that autism doesn't look the same for every child? In fact, there are so many hidden aspects of autism that most parents miss. Things that, if understood, can change everything about how you support your child. Whether it's the way they communicate, their sensory sensitivities, or how they process emotions, there are critical signs that could make all the difference in how they navigate the world around them. If you're a parent, educator, or just someone trying to better understand autism, you're in the right place. Keep watching, because today we're going to uncover 10 things every parent should know about their child with autism, and these insights might just change the way you approach everyday challenges. Hi, I'm Emily, and welcome to Parenting Beyond Label. I'm so glad you're here. Today, we're going to be talking about something that's so important, especially for parents raising children with autism, the 10 things every parent should know about their child with autism. If you've ever felt like there's something more to your child's behavior, or you've wondered if there are hidden things you might be missing, then you're definitely in the right place. These are the insights that could truly change the way you understand and support your child. Things that go beyond the usual advice you hear. Whether you're just starting this journey or you've been navigating it for a while, these are things that every parent needs to know to help their child thrive. So here's what we'll cover today. First, we'll talk about sensory challenges that many children with autism experience. These are things that can make seemingly simple situations overwhelming for them. Then we'll get into social difficulties, why they might have trouble connecting with others, and how you can support them in building social skills. We'll also discuss some of the unique strengths kids with autism often have and how you can help them flourish in areas where they excel. And of course, we'll share practical, actionable strategies you can start using right away to help your child succeed in everyday life. By the end of this video, you'll walk away with a clearer understanding of your child's behavior, their needs, and how to provide the right support. This isn't just about diagnosing or labeling. It's about seeing your child for who they are, understanding what they need, and finding ways to make their daily experiences better. I promise this will be valuable for anyone, whether you're a parent, teacher, or caregiver who wants to know more about how to help children with autism succeed and thrive.
The first thing you need to know is that autism is a spectrum. This means that every child with autism is different, with their own unique strengths, challenges, and ways of processing the world. Some children may have strong verbal skills, while others may be nonverbal. Some may need minimal support, while others may need more intensive interventions. There's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to autism, and understanding that is key to offering the right support. Take, for instance, Emma and Jacob. Emma is verbal, loves school, and thrives with structure. She can communicate her needs fairly easily and has a strong sense of routine. Jacob, on the other hand, is nonverbal and often struggles with social interactions. He can become overwhelmed in crowded or noisy places. Both of these children have autism, but their needs are very different. Emma's need for routine and structure is less about avoiding overwhelm and more about staying organized. Jacob, on the other hand, finds comfort in having fewer stimuli around him. Understanding that autism manifests in such diverse ways is vital to giving your child the tailored support they need. 2. Sensory sensitivities. Many children with autism experience heightened sensory sensitivities. This means things like bright lights, loud noises, certain textures, or even smells can be overwhelming and cause significant distress. What might seem like a small inconvenience to you, like the hum of a fluorescent light, can be a huge source of anxiety for your child. Imagine walking into a crowded store with bright lights and loud music. To many children with autism, that can feel like an assault on their senses. Creating a sensory-friendly space at home can make a huge difference. You can dim the lights, use softer lighting, reduce loud sounds, or provide noise-canceling headphones. It's important to remember that these adjustments aren't about coddling, but about helping your child regulate their senses in a world that might not be built for their needs. One parent shared that their child would get upset every time they walked into a brightly lit store.
The child would cover their ears and try to escape the lights. After trying out a few things, they found that sunglasses and noise-canceling headphones helped their child feel much more comfortable, and now they can handle trips to the store much more easily. Little changes like this can make a world of difference. 3. Social communication can be challenging. For many children with autism, social communication can be one of the most difficult areas. They might struggle with things like making eye contact, reading social cues, or understanding the subtleties of conversation. Sometimes they may speak in a very literal way, or they may not pick up on the need for turn-taking in a conversation. This doesn't mean they don't want to communicate. It simply means they may process social interactions differently. One way to help is by using social stories. These are short, simple explanations of social situations that can guide your child through specific scenarios. Social stories give concrete examples of what to expect and what's expected from them, which can be incredibly helpful for children who struggle with understanding social norms. I worked with a young girl named Sarah, who had difficulty understanding why others didn't like her, interrupting in conversations. She didn't understand the concept of waiting for a turn to speak. By using social stories, we taught her the importance of taking turns in a conversation, and her interactions improved significantly. She was able to understand why it was important to wait, and as a result, she became more engaged in her social interactions. If you're looking for more in-depth strategies to support your child, I highly recommend checking out Autism Positive Parenting by Sharon Dobbin. It's a fantastic book that offers practical advice, strategies, and insights for parents looking to support their child's growth and well-being in a positive, effective way. If you haven't checked it out yet, I highly recommend giving it a read. You can find it on Amazon, and I've dropped the link in the description below, along with a few other helpful books that could make a big difference in your journey. Don't hesitate to check them out. 4. Repetitive behaviors are common. Another common trait in children with autism is engaging in repetitive behaviors. These can include things like rocking, flapping hands, lining up objects, or repeating the same phrase over and over. While these behaviors might seem strange or out of place to some, they often serve a vital purpose. For many children with autism, these repetitive behaviors are a way to self-soothe, manage anxiety, or create a sense of order in a world that feels unpredictable. Instead of discouraging these behaviors, try to redirect them into something positive. For example, you could offer fidget toys or creative activities like drawing, building, or even playing with sensory-friendly materials like sand or water. Redirecting the energy into something constructive can help your child get the same emotional benefit while fitting better into social situations. One boy I worked with had a constant need to line up his toys in perfect rows. While this might seem like a simple behavior, it was important to him. We redirected this need into building structured puzzles, which allowed him to have that same sense of order and control, but it also helped him develop fine motor skills and provided a more socially accepted outlet for his need to organize. 5. Routines provide comfort. Children with autism often feel much more secure when they know what to expect. Routines help them feel a sense of control and can reduce anxiety about the unknown. Sudden changes, even seemingly minor ones, can be distressing. Establishing a daily routine provides structure and a sense of security. To help your child thrive, create a visual schedule that outlines their daily activities. This could be a simple calendar, a set of pictures showing what happens next, or a detailed chart. Visual schedules are incredibly helpful for children who need concrete understanding of what's coming up. I had a parent tell me that their child thrived when they used a visual schedule for bedtime. It included steps like brushing teeth, changing into pajamas, and reading a book. By making the routine visible, the child knew exactly what to expect and was able to settle down much more easily. 6. Strengths and special interests. While children with autism face many challenges, they also often have incredible strengths and special interests. Some kids might have a deep love for certain topics like dinosaurs, space, or animals.
These special interests can be used as gateways to learning, engagement, and social connection. Embrace these interests. They're a fantastic way to get your child involved in learning, practicing new skills, and even interacting with others. If your child loves a particular subject, use it to build activities around that interest, whether it's math, reading, or creative play. One child I worked with had a deep love for animals. She was very shy, but when we used her passion for animals as a way to engage her in learning activities, we saw huge improvements in her social skills. She became more confident when talking to others about her favorite topic and started to engage more with her peers. Let's be honest, if you're watching this video, it's because you care about your child's development, right? So if you're really committed to giving them the best chance to thrive, subscribing to this channel is the least you can do. It's free, and it takes just a second to click that subscribe button. I promise you, you don't want to miss out on the invaluable advice and strategies we'll continue to share. Don't let this be another video you watch and forget about. Your child's future is at stake. Hit that subscribe button now, and let's do this together. 7. Self-regulation skills are crucial. Children with autism often struggle with self-regulation, which means they might have difficulty managing their emotions in overwhelming situations. When they become anxious or overstimulated, they might lash out, shut down, or become distressed. Teach your child coping strategies, such as deep breathing exercises, to help them calm down during stressful moments. Simple mindfulness techniques can also be really helpful, as they allow your child to focus on the present and ease their emotional overwhelm. I had a child who would get upset every time there was a change in routine. By teaching him a simple breathing exercise, he learned to pause, take a deep breath, and calm himself before the transition. Over time, this helped him navigate changes more smoothly and with less stress. 8. They may not always understand your expectations. Children with autism may not always understand the expectations we set for them. They might struggle with abstract concepts like be polite or use your inside voice. This doesn't mean they're not listening, it just means they process things differently. Be specific with your expectations. Instead of saying, be good or stop that, provide clear, actionable instructions. For example, you can say, please use your words to ask for help, or let's sit quietly while we wait. The more direct and specific you can be, the easier it will be for your child to understand what's expected. A parent once told me that their child didn't understand why they should say please and thank you. We used role-playing scenarios to teach these concepts, and the child began to understand the social importance of those words. It was a simple change, but it made a big difference in their interactions. For more fantastic resources, make sure to check out Autism Positive Parenting and other recommended books in the description below. These books can give you even more insights and tools for your parenting journey. 9. Communication may not be verbal. Some children with autism may communicate in nonverbal ways, like through gestures, body language, or even pictures. Just because they're not speaking,
We've just covered a lot of important points, and I'm really curious to hear from you. Have you noticed any of these traits in your child? Maybe your child struggles with sensory sensitivities, or perhaps they have a special interest that helps them engage and learn. How do you help your child with autism navigate some of the challenges we've talked about today? Every child is different, so I'd love to hear your experiences and any tips you've found helpful. Let me know in the comments below. I read every comment, and I believe we can all learn from each other's stories and strategies. If this video has been helpful, please take a moment to give it a thumbs up. It really helps us reach more parents, caregivers, and educators who are looking for advice and support on this journey. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We've got a lot more content coming your way that's designed to help you better understand and support children with autism. Plus, when you hit that notification bell, you'll never miss a new video, so you'll always stay up to date on helpful tips, strategies, and new ideas. All right, let's take a moment to recap everything we've talked about today. We've covered 10 essential things every parent should know about their child with autism. From understanding sensory sensitivities that might make everyday situations overwhelming, to how social communication can be tricky and how to help your child navigate social situations. We've touched on the importance of routines, how strengths and special interests can be amazing tools for learning, and how self-regulation techniques can make a big difference in managing emotional responses. It's really important to remember that no two children with autism are the same. Each one has their own unique combination of strengths, challenges, and needs. The key takeaway here is that by learning about these differences and being aware of your child's needs, you can provide the kind of support that helps them thrive. Whether it's making small changes at home, trying new strategies at school, or just having more patience when things don't go as planned, every step you take to understand them better makes a huge difference in their lives. Don't forget to explore Autism Positive Parenting by Sharon Davin, along with other great reads that I've linked in the description. These resources can offer you more tips, techniques, and support as you continue your journey of parenting your neurodiverse child. You won't regret checking them out. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I know this topic can be overwhelming at times, but remember, you are doing an amazing job. Understanding your child's unique needs is the first and most important step in supporting them. Whether you're just starting this journey or you've been on it for a while, I want you to know that you're not alone. There's always more to learn, and there are so many ways to provide better support. We're here to help guide you every step of the way. Make sure to check back soon for more videos with tips, strategies, and advice that can help make parenting a child with autism a little easier. We want to continue being a resource for you. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and remember, you've got this.